in disguises no one knows, hides the face, lies the snake, and the sun in my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench, neath the blackest sky looks dead. Call my name through the crave, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Sudden rain, cold and damp, steal the warmth with dyer's brand. Times are gone for honest man, and sometimes far too long for slaves. In my shoes, walking slim, in my soul I pray to keep. Heaven sent hell away. No one sings like you anymore. Black hole sun, I want you come, wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come?
Boom. Yeah, we're doing something a little different. What's going on? This is Glendon, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, all about making that money without a job. Today, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be very, 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 very different. I wasn't going to do any streams this week, and I actually got, I believe, a major initiative done today, because that's all I did. I've been at it since 6 o'clock this morning. So let's see. Like I said, it's going to be a little different. We're going to get into something different. What's up, Ben? What's up, Tanita? Kayla, Diana, Mr. Safety Forever, Dosh, what's going on? I haven't seen you before. Mogul Unlimited, what's going on? Says Elio, what's up? It's morning where you are? Cool. Camilla, Robert, Broderick, Barry, Ben, let's see. Okay. Alicia, cool. And Canna Startup, what's up? Now, for those of you who are new, be sure to get the Never Broke Action Pack. Links below the video. What we're going to talk about is a little different. It's not going to be so much a business topic. It's going to be abundance. And to make this make more sense to you, this happened to me recently. Every now and then, I like to be a good citizen, which is I'll like give the cashier at maybe a restaurant or somewhere a 20, but my purchase is $3, and I say, hey, take this money, and the people who come immediately after me use it to pay for their purchases, right? I've been doing this for years, never had a problem, right? Well, I was at this place, Krispy Kreme. Yes, I was for the crispy crack. And I said it to this lady, not once, not 2 or 3 times. And she kept repeating this to me, because at first I thought I wasn't really explaining it well. And then she says, all I hear is you giving me $17. I was like, what? So I took the money back, and I was feeling some kind of way. I was feeling a little sad. I was like, wait a minute. I've been doing this for years. I've never had this problem before. And I was not in, quote, the best part of town. And I talked to a friend about it, because like I said, I had the wind taken out of my sails. It was just like, what is this? because I give the chick props for saying, you give me this money, I'm putting it in my pocket. I'm not paying for no strangers donuts, man. That's not happening, man. And we talked about it, and then it's about that scarcity mindset. Because I've done this, like I said, so many times, and then the cashier, usually this is what, oh, that's so nice. You know, I think I'm gonna do that. They jump in, right? No, not here. No, not, it wasn't happening. And that's kind of what I want to bring to you today is when you live in excess. And living in excess is not ODing on drugs. It's not overdo, being an alcoholic. Is living in excess of abundance, because one of my friends calls me a unicorn because I have conversations that normal people don't have based upon my experiences. And one of the things, I'm going to actually tell you this story because I was supposed to do it in the last stream, but I didn't. There was this guy, and this fits right into the whole narrative. There was this guy who called me, and this was, I used to give so much stuff away on Craigslist. I dominated the free section every week because it was literally cheaper to give it away than to throw it away, because we would go to the Doraville transfer station. If you're in Atlanta, you need to haul off some boxes, some mattresses. I think they've changed stuff over the years, but you could pay like pennies and throw your stuff away, and it's like cement, not mud like landfills. And it added up. Box truck or a 24-foot truck going through that landfill, and they put you on the scale, and it started to add up. So I just started giving stuff away. Well, anyway, this guy, I'm giving away this crappy bedroom set. I mean, it's crappy. It's like just nothing I would have in my house, okay? But it was serviceable. It was usable. And then there was some mattresses and other stuff, and I just put together. So this guy who looks like a crackhead, right? And his girl who's pregnant, he calls me and he's like, hey, I saw your ad on Craigslist. I want that. Don't give it away. I'm in the truck. Me and my girl are coming. So he calls me. It's like, 5 minutes later, it's like, we're on the road. Don't give it away. We need that. I was like, okay, man, you're good. You're good. I'm going to keep this for you. I'm going to keep this for you. 15 minutes later, hey, we're getting closer. It's like, dude, it's yours. We're on 285. I was like, okay, we're on Mountain, we're on Highway 78. We're about to turn on the Mountain Industrial. He comes around, right, in like this 1960 Ford 150. It's old school style with this homemade trailer. It's like this powder blue thing. It looked, if it had been taken care of, it would look pretty hot. So he jumps out, and he's like skinny like a meth head, right? And then I was like, bag it up here, and then, he's just grabbing stuff, and he's like, I'm so thankful, I'm so thankful, I'm so thankful. Then his pregnant girlfriend gets out, and they're just looking at it, and they're just looking at this stuff with reverence. It's like, oh, that's so nice. I thought it was some shit, right? That's so nice. And oh yeah, it's gonna be the, and then I had, like, oh, since she's pregnant, I got a crib here too. I don't know if it's all the pieces, but you can have everything. Opie just grabbing. Yeah, man. Yeah. The smile on his face, right? And it made me feel good deep in here in my evil little heart, right? It was like, the Grinch was like, I went ungrinch real quick. And I love doing that stuff, but I've been doing it because I've been living in abundance for a very, very long time. I've had enough for me that giving something away doesn't really worry me. And it's been well over a decade. It really has. And typically, when you live in abundance, when you look at opportunities, you see opportunities in abundance. But when you have that scarcity mindset, like this shit that's going on with Trump and people and Brexit, there are people, this is about resources. People think there are not enough resources going around, and they're freaking the fuck out. So you have this stuff going on, and when people are looking at this, they behave poorly, like this girl at the Krispy Kreme, at the Krispy Kreme. All right, what's going on here? Let me sit in the I've only taken a few days off. I've been busy. What's up, David? What's up, Erwin? What's up, Lawrence? What's up, John Francis? Ludlow, what's going on? Don't give me any alternative facts. What's up, Mogul? It's a good topic because, see, this is the thing as an entrepreneur. If you go into the marketplace with a scarcity mindset, it's going to influence you. All right, that's crazy. All right, sounds back on. Here's a little tip. I will probably, you know what? I'll just show you this whole setup because this is weird because I checked and it said I had 2 bars, but these right here, they have the scarcity mindset because it told me it had 2 bars and we haven't even been on what, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. They're already gone. But I have my fresh batteries right there so I can grab them and put them in. And let me check this one real quick. See there? It says like 2 bars, right? Should be good. That's what that said. And it went off. You're fired. These batteries are fired. Okay, so let me go through the comments. Rest in peace, audio. Mogul Limitless. Trump supporters think equality will make them broke. True. All right, yeah, I'm on that. I know it. It's like as soon as I see no sound, I immediately go in and change it. When you enter the marketplace, it's the last thing heard. Let's see. Lip reader, I'm not. You were cracking me up. Damn, that lady at Krispy Kreme is still hating. She unplugged the mic. Could be, could be. Wait for it. I like it. Wait for it. Now. All right, let's see. I'm just going to this. All right, I'm getting to the point. We got sound now. There's a 30-second delay in this thing. All right, let's see. Pretty much. I feel like I missed $1 million answer to my question. All right, all right. Y'all are cracking me up. The sound should be back on. All right, here we go. Cool. AC adapters don't work for these. I got that set up, but that's the thing. Maybe, you know, I'm getting all kinds of stuff, so that may happen. Yes, need a battery with abundant mindset. You know what? For charlatan, yeah, these are good, but sometimes, you know, it just kind of goes crazy. I have set up my studio. I suggest rechargeable batteries. Oh, I got a whole bunch of them. It's just one of the things when I'm doing this stuff, sometimes the battery indicator is not accurate and it misleads me because I check. What I'm probably going to do, because I got some new batteries, I'm just going to load fresh batteries each time and just recharge them, because you can't trust these indicators. It was only out for a minute. Irvin, how do we remove the mindset? Great question. One of the ways that you can begin to remove that mindset is, I don't care how fucked up your life is, you go out and start doing good stuff for other people. That's one of the first steps. It doesn't require you to do any money. You got an elderly neighbor, like, hey, you know, I'll go to the grocery store for you. Because the thing is, this is a trick I saw, but it kind of explains the mental capacity. You know, Tony Robbins did this years ago. If you stand up and you go stretch as far as you can and mark that spot on the wall, you think you've gone as far as you can. Then in your mind, see yourself going further, and you can go a little further. So when you start to introduce the concept of abundance in your life, even when you're broke, even when you're poor, even when, you know, family life's not that good, even when you're not in a relationship, you'll bring that stuff to you in abundance. You'll start running into situations where, in a dating situation, you've got 4 or 5 people and you're trying to figure out who to pick, or you start texting one, everybody starts texting at the same time. It's weird shit. But then you become a manager of abundance, because one of the things that happens is everyone's looking for the one. And I'll go into this whole thing about, I don't believe in soulmates. A soulmate. I believe in soulmates, and I don't believe soulmates are always romantic. A soulmate could be an elderly person that got you here. A soulmate could be the stranger who got you there. So they're not always romantic, and you don't just get one, that one undying love. Because think about it. If that was the truth, how do people in small towns hook up, marry, and have kids and have wonderful lives if there was just one soulmate? You know, it's just funny. Martin, the business world is expansive, but the same can't be said about the government resources. Yeah, the government thing, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. The government doesn't have to produce results to get money. Every time you get paid, they get paid, whether they do a good job or a bad job. So there's no incentive for them to do a good job. Because regardless of they do a shitty job, they get paid. They do a bad job, they get paid. They get paid. So that's one of the big problems. Louis, regarding the Krispy Kreme story, the reality is you might help someone who was really in need funds. Also, mission accomplished. And she was being somewhat of a smart ass. Kayla, I want to know why understanding the scarcity mindset is important for entrepreneurs. Great question. What is starting a business? Taking a lot of chances on stuff you don't know if it's going to work. If you go into that with, this has got to work. If this fails, I'm fucked. You're not going to win. Having an abundant mindset is of supreme importance because one, you're walking on faith. You're walking on assumptions. You're putting stuff out there. You're spending money. You're spending time. And if you go in there like a scared little bitch, I mean, I've said it many times. My first 5 businesses failed. Number one, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Number two, I didn't know how the marketplace worked. Number three, there were so many things that I didn't know, but because I was able to look past, I got caught up in my feelings. I was all up in my feelings. You fail, you will be in your feelings. But I was able to look past my feelings and say, okay, what did I learn from this? And then what did I learn from the second one? Then what did I learn from the third? And consequently, all of those failures helped business number 5, which made a profit, be successful. So that's why it's important. CJ Lee, that's why the cheap Chinese restaurant in the food court makes the most money. They give out free food, no scarcity there. Avery, I listened to the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I gotta say that shit works. Had my best week with Uber and converted some rides to clients. That goes to the abundant mindset. Goes to a very good point. Good point. What happened with the dope addict in the van? He never got in the van. If you're talking about that story from Peter Street, Alicia agreed about soulmates. Yeah, a lot of people just put that romantic spin on it when it doesn't have to be romantic always. JC, I admire what you do. You really helped me with a stronger mindset. Well done. Cool. Makeover Fitness LLC. Do you believe in putting your business on hold and working a regular job, having trouble when bills seem to always take business cash flow? Here's my thing on that. What I think you should do, and nowhere on this channel will you ever hear me say quit your job to start a business, because I know how fucking hard it is. What I think you should do is keep your job, get a job if you need it. There ain't no shame in that. And work on your business until your job interferes with your business cash. Not because it interferes with you doing your business, but your job is making you $5 grand a month and your business is making you 25. And it's starting to be a problem. That's when you like, bam, bail. But I just believe in starting your business part-time if you can, or if you don't have capital, you have no choice, and work it like that. So no, there's nothing wrong with that. What's up, Ronnie? The guy with the pregnant lady you gave the bed to, I lost sound after that. Did I get to the whole point where he got it? They got the crib? Because I only lost maybe 68 seconds. So I don't think you lost too much. Oh, Avery's the man. Everyone likes that stuff. Okay. It's just super important that you go into it, because here's the thing. When you have an abundant mindset, it makes you more generous as a person. And when you're generous as a person, you attract a lot of people to you, and people start doing things and other stuff. They start to help you. 2 minutes. Oh, I'll find it, because YouTube has this tool that I can go in and cut that section out. And it usually takes anywhere from 2 hours to 24 hours, but that'll be gone. So I'll see what happened later. But it's just super important, because what happens is you tip better. You look at people, you have more grace, you have more patience, because you don't believe that every moment is the moment. You believe there are many, many different moments. Because let's take hiring. Like right now, like if you're on my Facebook page, you'll see I've been putting resumes up. All morning I've been working on hiring people. I've set up interviews, talked to a few people. Oh yeah, let me just say this. If you're looking for a job, don't have no jacked up shit on your personal Facebook page. There was not 1, 2, 3, 4. There was like 8 people who did not get, I didn't even include their resumes in the 45 resumes I went through this morning. Didn't even include them. There was like, oh no. People look at you when people are hiring you. All right. Everybody here who has kids above the age of 7 to 12, just put I got kids in the comments. But have you noticed that when you're spending your money, they want everything, but whatever money you give them and they understand that that's their money, that their purchasing decisions become more judicious. Well, you as the owner of that business, when you're hiring people, you're not just like looking for a person to come in and push that cart. You're looking at their personality. You're looking at, is this person going to embarrass me in front of my customer base? There's a lot of stuff that you're looking at. So just do not, you do not. What? It's a purple Band-Aid. We about color at Hustlers Kung Fu. We're all about the colorful here. I mean, shit, Batman's over there in the corner. Matter of fact, let's see. Can you see Batman? Oh, y'all haven't seen this stuff. Like, yeah, he's over there in the corner. We got Batman. We got all kinds of stuff around here. There is no princess on the Band-Aid. There is no princess. There are no characters. I do cut the line at characters. Now, if Dory was on there, you would have me. You would definitely have me. Tip better. Ben the bartender. I'm gonna tell you a really interesting story. I was out of town on a business trip, and I was in a really good mood, right? Like super, super good mood. And I was at this bar, and I knew, because sometimes you can tell if people are getting their tips or there's a tip pool. And one part of the situation was fucked up, but the person who was helping me was on it. They were like really, really on it. Drinks, boom, boom. Just like, I mean, I almost felt like they were a clone. They were on me so tight. And I knew how I was going. And I said, look, I know you got this tip pool here, because, you know, and what I'm going to shake your hand and you're going to give me some dap, right? And it's a girl. And she's like, okay, $100 bill, right? Little dap. And she looked at it. That chick started crying. She needed $100 to pay a bill. Now, part of this is I'll probably never see this person again. But that story, she will tell her grandkids. And that's how you become immortal. When you can look beyond the fucked upness and find some good stuff. Yeah, and this is another thing. Like when I travel, I spend money like a crackhead. I mean, it's just ridiculous, because normally I'm very, very conservative, as someone has told me recently. Like on vacation, whatever. Yes, I'm the guy buying the $5 candy bars in the hotel gift store. Yep, I'm that dude. And then he's looking at you like, you sure you're gonna get the? Yeah, I'm good. And even the problem is, even if the person is perfect for now, you two would have to grow together. Yep. Rob, I have kids. Dario, what are some examples of what? Be more specific. JC Sanchez, how strong is Donald Trump's mindset, you think, in your opinion? On a scale of 1 to 10, 100. Like him or not, what he believes in is what he believes in, and you can't convince him other way. His mindset's extremely strong. Graduated last month. CJ, scarcity mindset that won't allow you to see the value in marketing, more hiring talent, or taking care of a disgruntled customer. Pretty much, it blocks a lot of stuff. I have kids. Asia needs diapers. You're killing me, man. Would you purchase a shirt for me? I have something that matches your Let's see. Oh, that's what you learn from the old dudes. Like, you know, the old uncles, they'd be like, come here, come here. Straighten your shoulders up. Shake your hand, you got a 5, you be like, it's just fun. Oh, it's ridiculous. Having messed up things on your Facebook? What do you mean? Oh, like I can show you. I got sucked into some racist bullshit this morning. Well, hold on a second. We have screen sharing here. I don't have to do a screenshot. I can just, let's see, get in here. Like, you know, I don't really market my business on my Facebook page anymore. I got away from that. I just kind of put out there pretty much what the hell I'm doing. Like, this is the thing with the resumes. Yeah, I got people's names marked out, and it was more resumes, but man, okay, I get the feeling. Let's come out of there. We don't have to share that. I know what you're saying. Okay. You're looking for a job, right? And you have yourself on Facebook wilding out. There was this one young lady who sent a resume, which she would have made the cut if it wasn't for a Facebook page. And her girls were doing some crazy shit in the restaurant. They were being rude to the servers. I mean, just some fucking alley shit. And I'm like, oh, that's who you are. That's who you are. And I'm like, yeah, your resume looks really, your resume is like a marketing. It's like your marketing department. But the real you is fucked up. I just saw that. I was like, no. That ain't happening. Because, I mean, this is just me. I've never really been drunk. I've been tipsy. I'm a happy, funny, inebriated person, right? I'm not, and there's some people who are the mean drunks. That's who they are. The alcohol does not change you. It just loosens up your restraints. That's who the fuck you are. And I saw that stuff. This one person, they had nothing on their Facebook page, but God, what is that site? World Star. I hate World Star. I hate World. I just hate it. That was like, that ain't gonna work either. So also, like, you know, I'll show you some stuff on my page that, you know, and I'm going to say this with vigor and conviction here. Let me get in here. Come on. Like, I'm not, you know, do I hate Trump? I don't hate Trump, but I think he's fucked up as a president, and I think he's fucked up as a person. Even though he has an incredibly strong mindset, he has a successful track record in many places. He's a great salesman. I don't think he's good for the country. So I'm constantly putting shit on my page, like this thing with the Dutch. Now, there will be people who will come to my page and see that I am anti-Trump, and they will not hire me. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Because if you think that's the way to go, I don't want to work with your ass anyway. So know how the game goes. It's like, I don't really have, let's see. I put this up here. Somebody was saying some racist shit to this kid, you know, and I put this up there. I mean, I put some political stuff up, and, you know, fine. You know, you don't like me because of the way I think. Cool. Fine. No problem. I just know that some people will be turned off by that stuff, and they will not want to be part of the G-verse. So if someone has previously mocked you for not having a regular job, and now the person's come to you for a loan, would you help that person? I'm petty, man. I'm petty. There have been people, I have a family member who betrayed me, who needs a job right now, and I got positions opening, and nah, you ain't even getting any consideration. Nope. I'm petty like that. No, you fuck me over like that or mess with me. You know, a joke is one thing, but prolonged fuckery, nope. Nah. No. It ain't happening. Charlatan, is true belief or just selling himself? Does it matter? It does matter, and I believe it is a true belief. And I'll give you an example using me. I have this belief that no matter what happens, I'm going to win. I don't care. I'm going to win. And I also caution that belief with sometimes it's going to take me longer to win than I want, but I'm still going to win. And that's just like, I've had people tell me, like this YouTube channel, I had people tell me it wasn't going to work. I had my first editor tell me the book wasn't going to happen. Over and over again, I've had these people just say, no, it ain't going to work. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to win. And winning. So I believe it is a true belief, and it does matter. But if you were playing that, what's that? Fake it to make it, fake it till you make it, whatever. If you have enough success, it will turn into a true belief. Let's see what we got here. Yes, I would like to make sure I can clean my page if I'm making any mistakes. Here's the thing. Be you. Be whoever you are. Because even though those chicks who were being rude to that may not work for me, maybe there's someone out there who likes that shit and will hire them up. I just believe in appropriate people hanging around with appropriate people. But that was not going to work for the stuff I was doing. Because, I mean, I've worked a lot of shit jobs, and I've had people talk to me certain ways, talk down to me. I'm not having anybody like that in my organization or even my client's organization. Ain't happening. We're in a very customer-centric marketplace right now, and people with bad attitudes, people who mistreat people, people who don't know how to conduct themselves, they're not going to win. You just can't hide shit on the internet. I grew up in the era where I did all kinds of fucked up stuff, but there was no camera phone, there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook, there was no YouTube, and only the people who were there know. We don't live in that world anymore. I govern myself, even though I put stuff on my page. I put stuff on my page like, will this really hurt me 10 years down the road? And if the answer is yes, I don't post that shit on there. What's up, Dark Knight? A resume can't show a person's character. No, it can't. See, this is like, I had a client, they were cracking up because they were like, you really go check Facebook people? I was like, yeah, I do Facebook. And here's another thing. Here's another thing with the process. If I can't find them on Facebook, this lets me know that, just some tips. If you have your cell phone number on your Facebook profile, someone just put that in Facebook and they'll find your profile. If you have it on many things, they'll find it. If your email address, they'll find it. Or let's say you're smart. And like this one person, I found some fuckery, knew enough not to have her real page on there, but there was enough information in the resume where I was able to go to Spokio, come back, find her Instagram, and then find her Facebook page, which had all kind of fuckery on it. So it's a lot. People look, man, they look. I can tell you for a fact, some of the people who hired me looked at my LinkedIn page. I know for a fact they did. They told me. Been the bartender, rude to service. Pay attention, y'all. You can tell the character of a person by how they treat someone who can't do anything for them. Pretty much. No, I was real busy. And all my teams lost. Steelers got their ass handed to them by, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I just had that feeling. Mogul, people are retarded. No blocking certain access to their Facebook page, or at least use a different handle. Anyone can take your picture and whether they want with it. Oh, that's true, but it was her. See, I didn't just look at one picture. I looked at the whole page. I scrolled down. I creeped on down, and it was just same shit over and over again. Uncle G, your quote: "Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Learn the fucking rules so you can win. Unique to you. I want to highlight and include in my book." Sure. That's mine. That's mine. No one else has the audacity to say that. Petty is good. Keeps out the riffraff. Daryl, keep it petty. I know. And actually that one did do it twice. But when they ignore the facts like the crowd says, no, he's using a it's an editorial device. He's trying to bamboozle you with, what's it saying? If you can't baffle them, if you can't blow them away with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. That's what he's doing. I mean, wherever you sit on the side, but there's been so many lies, so many subterfuge, misdirection. I just think this is going to be real fucked up. And there's a group of people, and I put this quote on my Facebook page. I say all the Trump supporters are like parents of bad kids with fucked up ways. They love that kid, but they're always trying to explain why that kid is fucked up. That's Trump supporters, because it's just a weird thing. But in the end, we'll see. But right now, it's not looking good. Not at all. Manners will take you very far in the world. Yes, they will. Call me petty rap. Petty rap. KJ, is Trump really going to fuck up e-commerce? No. All right, here's the thing with that. If you are a big supplier, if you're Apple, if you're any huge company that is literally bringing $1 billion of goods from China every month, you're going to have some problems with this one. If you're a small seller, it won't really hurt you that much, because, you know, like take the Affordable Health Care Act. So I had to tell a friend, it's like, I got to buy insurance. And say you have less than 50 employees. It doesn't apply to you. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. If you have less than X amount of employees, you know, don't quote me on 50 because it changed, but a lot of stuff don't apply to you. So if you build an e-commerce brand and you sell your own stuff, and even if you're sourcing from China and you know what you're doing, it's not going to hurt you. Then it's going to mess with Amazon. Amazon's one of those companies bringing billion. Amazon sells a lot of stuff under their brand name. They will get hurt with this. And hurt will be, instead of paying 25 cents for your item from China, you're going to pay 38 cents or 40 cents or 50 cents. But when you're playing that super thin margin game, that is very big. So yeah, but you know, for small people, no, he can't fuck up e-commerce. He really can't. If you can't find someone on social media, that's a red flag for me not to know the fuck with you on the business tip. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much one of my things. If I can't find you, yeah, it's not happening. Watch stuff and things with Dave. What's up? What's up, Dave? What's your opinion about Steve Harvey having to defend himself upon meeting with Trump? What's wrong with breaking bread with the enemy? I didn't even know he met him. Steve Harvey is a staunch opportunist. Steve Harvey has reached the point where he's never going to become poor again. And I think he's reached that level in his life where he just don't give a fuck. He's going to do what he wants to do. And I can tell you that being like that can make you a lot of money. And, you know, so I didn't even know he did that. King Pappy just hired my first employee and I'm already regretting it. Why? Well, part of it is, and this is some things, is you got to train your people. And this is some, like, I see it on Facebook all the time. I see it in groups. Hey, anyone knows of someone who can come in and immediately, okay, let that shit go. They can come in, they're a rock star, they're a superstar. Okay, let me just say this. All of the real rock stars and all of the real superstars are starting their own fucking business. You need someone who has a good personality, takes direction well, and execute. And if you can find someone with a good personality, you can teach them these two things. I'm going to put together for a client a training program. It's like, if they got the basic whatever mojo, I'll hook them up, because that's what Rent-A-Crate did for me. And the training that I got from Rent-A-Crate has served me 17 fucking years. So it's more expensive, but you get a better employee, you get better outcomes, and you get higher productivity. Oh, you hired a friend. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Pretty much with Steve Harvey. I think that Steve Harvey wanted to talk about issues to help the boys and girls. All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I want y'all to listen to me. If Steve Harvey took his money, and I don't know if he did or didn't, if he took his money and he built a school and gave free tuition and gave these kids top-notch education with his own money, that would do more to help a smaller group of kids than talking to Trump. That's the reality. I think in my 8 years here on YouTube, I've probably helped 600-700 people start six-figure businesses. And I'm very proud of that. And countless more start part-time income businesses. And I'm very proud of that. I'm good. I would like to help millions, but the reality is everybody's not going to take action. I can't make these people want to be successful. So I'm very grateful for you folks who watch, who take action and make money. Makes my little heart leap for joy. And I'm good with that. So every year that number goes up a little bit, I'm good. I have this notion of saving the world. I'll let that shit go when I left the West End. You can't control people. You can only control yourself, and you can create a sphere of influence where you can help people. So if he created a school, top-notch school, Montessori type stuff, and free tuition to these kids, even if it was only 100 kids, that is a lifetime accomplishment. So that's my thoughts on that, because Trump is not going to help anyone that's not rich. Straight up. If you ain't rich, fuck you. That's pretty much what's going to happen for the next 4 years. And anyone that thinks that I'm kidding, sit back and watch. What's up, Jonathan? The rock stars know they're a rock star, pretty much. Someone recommended emails. Just read it. Check it out. It's only going to cost you a few hours. I think it's good reading. So separate the baffling with the BS from the confidence. Well, you got to have confidence to actually bold-faced lie to the public. And it's kind of like that old story, like the emperor has no clothes. And this whole thing is, if you see that the emperor's naked, then you're stupid. So because of your own shame, you don't speak the truth. That's what's going on with this, but it's only going to last so long. You can't keep lying to people blatantly and getting away with it. Why do you think he has so many lawsuits? And there's another lawsuit because the minute he took office and then fully divest his business partnerships, he broke the law. And no one's talking about that. You get more people upset if you say something bad about him than the fact that he's actually breaking the law. But hey, people want what they want. I thought of hiring the manager right out the gate. I didn't want to hire cashiers and general laborers. That's the manager's job, so I wanted to duplicate myself within that manager. That's a smart move, because here's the thing. Typically, let's say you have a job, right? And this fits brilliantly into the abundance mindset. Thanks for bringing it up, CJ. And all of the money that goes into the business goes to the manager and employees, and you get nothing. So you have to keep your job, right? Many people are like, fuck that. I'm out of here. Now you do that for 2 years, and then you get enough money to open up a second location, and then you get, you do it for 3 years, and you hire another manager, and you open up a third location. It's going to get to the point where you've already got businesses up and running that you don't have to go to, and then they're going to just start throwing money at you, just like, take this 100, take this 1,000, take this 10 G's, and you at home playing World of Warcraft or Call of Duty. I got a friend. He worked really, really hard. And if I were to call him up right now, I would hear, because he's playing fucking Call of Duty right now. He plays it 2-3 hours a day. He goes for golf. He has a business. He's got people there. He just signs checks. He goes in twice a month to sign checks and look at stuff. That's all he does. And a lot of folks can't do that because they don't want to, because the business for most people is the baby. And a lot of folks don't want their baby to grow up. So that's why they stay small. Same training ideas work for relationships as well. True. Avery, of course you're a rock star. Okay, like I said, I didn't know what he was doing, but to me, that's just going to be more impactful, doing that stuff. So is it any harder to get rich? I'm going to answer that question like this, KJ. At no point in history has it been easier to get rich than today. No point in history has it been this easy. It used to be, and let's just go way back, not even 2,000 years. Let's just go back 150 years. Do you know in this country, if you didn't own land, you couldn't vote. If you were not a land, that's why it's called real estate. If you were not a landowner, you couldn't vote. You didn't matter if you didn't own land. So, and if you didn't have a certain amount of money, if you didn't have certain connections, you couldn't get land. And let's go back another 250 years. If the king says you weren't a member of the royal court through birth or proxy, you couldn't manage shit. If you were born poor, you were going to stay poor. At no point in the history of man has it been easier to get rich, which is hard, but it's not as hard as it used to be. And let's define rich. Let's give you numbers. Everyone say rich, and that's very subjective. If you bust your ass, start a business and get it up to 1.5 or 3 million gross income a year, you can get rich in these United States within 5 to 20 years. And I put that stretch because, you know, all business models are different. At no point has this been easier. At no point has there been this much information online for free that you can make money with if you apply it. So no, it's not as hard to get rich as it used to be. Confidence has nothing to do with good or bad, Charlton. Nothing. Okay, here's the thing. All right, let's see. Yeah, we'll take my pen. I got colorful pens. I'm like that. All right. So here are the pens. We got a black pen, we got a red pen, a purple pen, right? So I take this purple pen, which is used for writing, I extend it, and I go stab someone in the neck, right? Is this pen equal? I mean, is this pen evil? I stabbed the person in the neck, blood went all out, they died, I went to jail, I got the chair and shit because I deserved it because I killed someone. Is this pen equal? Is this pen evil? No, it's a tool. So that's how confidence is. Confidence is a tool. It can be used for good, it can be used for bad, but confidence itself is just a tool. This good and evil and this morality stuff, it doesn't matter. How many people have you seen who are rude, disgusting, mean, who are rich, but they're good at what they do? You know, you can be richer with better talent, better people skill sets, but it doesn't. I learned that lesson a long time ago. Irvin, I don't know why you all up in my mind. America's like a whore, and Trump is trying to see how far he can push what he wants to do. If no one says anything, he will keep doing it. If I had a mic, I would drop the mic. So I'm just dropping the pen because that's pretty much it. That's my goal. Play checks and stay single day. Mogul Limitless. How do Asians and East Indians running family businesses based on trust? Okay, totally. No. That's totally different. Okay, I was having this conversation with my banker because I was opening up some business accounts the other day. She's from Nigeria. All right, here's the thing. An immigrant, someone who comes from another country, is already special. They're different. And they bring other people across. They have different family patterns than we as Americans. In some cultures, you go to China, you're not going to see a bunch of unwed mothers. You go to Africa, you're not going to see a bunch of unwed mothers. That is so shameful for the family that the girl may kill herself or a family member may do it. They're different. So you can't compare Indians and Asians to us. They're different. They are fundamentally different. That's like comparing a church to an apple. They are different. They have a different family culture. They have different respect. Asians as a whole, and Japanese, Chinese, Thai, they're not docile. Let's be clear. They're not docile. They're very peaceful and very polite. That's a cultural indoctrination of those cultures. It's just rude. Being rude is shameful. Being loud is shameful. Speaking out of turn is shameful. Those are cultural indoctrinations that you cannot compare that with us. We got some special shit going on in these United States of America. And these people, when they come here and they see, wait, all I got to do is work hard. I can bring my mother and my sister and my family over here. And we can live in this big house and eat every night and walk around in the yard and not get shot or kidnapped. Oh, fuck, bring America. Bring them. Fuck yes, America. I mean, my banker, she went home. They were kidnapping people in Nigeria. They were kidnapping people. When people talk about, I'm leaving America, I'm like, where the fuck you gonna go? You got this romantic notion. I have lived in other countries. I know what's there. There is very few places that have all of the things that we have in America. Very few. There's a few European countries. There's a few Asian countries, but that's it. This stuff we got going on over here is fucking rare in the world. Rare. We can go to most countries with our passports. Many people coming here, they have to get a visa. We have high fucking top shelf status in the world, and a lot of people don't appreciate it. Yes, they're very big on saving face, Avery. What's up, Douglas? No doubt. My point is that culture at the end of the day is based on respect, which are skills which we can acquire. They are. Go back to what prompted me to do this. Krispy Kreme. That was fucking disrespectful as hell. She was trying to rob me of my joy. She did. She stole my joy. She stole my high. It was disrespectful. It was a simple thing, but because she was in a scarcity mindset and, you know, realizing where she was incapable of seeing excess where it was fucking ridiculous. Like, when I got bills and this fool want to give people he don't know money, shit, I'm gonna take that money. That's what it was. I give her credit for letting me know, because it would have went in her pocket. Lawrence Q, true. I lived in Japan for almost 3 years. They're all about family. Sharing the family is a hard pill to swallow. In America, we're ratchet. Shaming the family. Yeah. I mean, it's big. Watching this. If you had to leave the U.S., where would you go? Great question. I am probably not going to leave Atlanta, Georgia, because I thought about it. Here's the grand plan. I'll have a condo, high-rise condo, and maybe in Hong Kong to visit every now and then. I won't own it because I won't be there that long. I will probably work out some deal where I go to, I want to go to the North Pole real bad for some reason. I just do. And I will take extended trips, but as leaving the United States, I'm probably never going to leave it. I've already had the privilege of living in foreign countries. I already know what it's like. And for those of you who think it's romantic, you will be amazed at the small shit that you would miss. There are places, like right now, you can get in your car, walk around the corner, go get your Snickers bar, right? There's places in the world you can't get Snickers bars. I know it sounds like, I don't want Snickers. You can't get a lot of shit. You can't get deodorant. Wi-Fi is whack in a lot of the world. It cannot support, I mean, it really is, it's whack. So you talk about going to these other countries, you will start missing the excess of America. So that's my answer. And if you're no good in America, you're going to fuck up in another nation. Typically what happens is these people who leave, they go to these countries with very low cost of living so they can look like they're balling out. They're not getting rich. They're just able to live a little better because they have more money. People who are good in their countries, they don't come to America. They don't immigrate here. There's people, like you go to Mexico, not Suarez, but the real, the city of Mexico, where you see these women that you're like, oh my God, they ain't trying to move here. It's folks from El Salvador, Guatemala. Go on National Geographic website or look up Incas. Look up how the Incas are built and look at how many of the Mexicans people we call Mexicans, they're Hispanic, they're built like Incas. These are the poor people from the jungles and shit. The fine bone, super fine Mexicans, they ain't move. Watch Unovision. Those motherfuckers are not trying to come here. They living good where they are. They're not trying to come here. Ludlow. Until Americans leave this country and visit other countries, they will never appreciate what they have and take it for granted. I 100% agree with you. Barry Bishop, I have West Indian parents, different. Oh, dude, it's so different. It is so different. America's spoiled, and these brats don't know how good they have it. They do. That's why I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Have you been to Sweden? Is what it's like. I've been to Sweden. I've been to Switzerland. They can be friendly, but they're very insular. If you're not Swedish or Switzerland, it's hard to get in. It's hard as fuck to get in. If you somehow meet one that marries you and takes you back, you can't immigrate to Switzerland. You got to marry into that shit. They're very protective of their country. It's pretty, it's clean, it's nice. It's nice to visit. Don't let that lady stake your joy. She took my joy, man. She took my joy. If you want to leave the country, come back to Alabama. Ooh, I couldn't ketchup, mustard, mayo, cocoa. There's a lot of stuff you just can't get. I couldn't find chewing gum in Singapore. Part of that is they've got laws about gum. You can go to jail for putting your gum on the street or under furniture in Singapore. You could go to jail. They don't play that. It's just weird. There's so many little things. Rana, food is also rationed in other countries. Certain staples are issued monthly. When you can't get the deodorant and you know the people living there don't either, right? But what about Norway, Sweden? A lot of European countries, you can get most of the stuff you can get here. But like some places like Germany, when I was in Germany, shit closed down at 6 p.m. It wasn't open on Sundays. I'm not kidding. It may still be like that. Chewing gum is illegal in Singapore. Okay, that's what I thought. I knew it was against the law. Douglas, good friend is living in nowhere. There are good things there, but if you're not a citizen, there is many things you just cannot do, including work. Now, let me tell you how you can move to any country and do what you want. Now, all countries have this thing called an investor visa. Say you want to go to one of these countries that's curving you hard, right? And you just go to them and say, like, I want to make $1 million investment. And then you show that you have $1 million. All kinds of shit starts happening. I was like, oh, sure, you can move in. You don't need a job. You're going to start a business? Wow, okay. You start business, and you come to us. We like you. Well, Mr. Cameron, very good to see you. I'm telling you, those investor visas, they are no joke, and they work pretty much anywhere. But why do they work? Most folks don't have $1 million. So, Monica, they have no ice cubes in Pakistan because they don't have clean water. Damn. Dario, I was in Singapore, paranoid as hell, but man, that place is clean. See, and I can understand your paranoia because things that like you walk down the street and you bump into someone and you don't say you sorry. That's assault in other countries. That's assault. Your ass will go to jail. And people are just like, well, they should. It's like it's their country. It's their laws. Just like when they come over here, we want them to speak English and we want them to honor our laws. Same shit when you go to their country. But a lot of Americans still want to do that. They're like, I just want to be an American everywhere. Fuck you. And if you start a business in Norway, you may be very quickly find yourself being nailed for heavy duty across the board, 55% across the board. Oh yeah, they're going to get you with the taxes because they do that to their own people. They're not going to let you slide. See, what you do is you say you're going to start a business, you present that you have the money, and you just kind of scope it out for a minute without spending it because you will get Germany too. Taxes in Germany are high as hell. Who's Christian Slater? I know that name. Who's that? Let's see. Where are we? Oh, okay, cool. So, just today we're chatting about the abundance mindset because once you start living in excess, you create a habit of abundance. Now, a habit of abundance is not just things. It's how you think, it's how you view people. Like, give you a good example. Like on both sides of the gender aisle, there are men who hate women and there are women who hate men because they've been very unsuccessful romantically. That is a scarcity mindset. So they curl up and they protect their underbelly by not engaging with anyone. And all men are fucked up and all women are fucked up. And that's scarcity, because if you're not willing to put yourself out there over and over again, you're not going to learn certain lessons. And so when you get this abundance mindset, you just look at things way different than people who are running on scarcity. I didn't get arrested. In Poland, people can't stop drinking vodka. That's funny. Slay the big time 90 actor. Okay. What about the digital nomads? Crazy shit going on in China, man, because VPN, I've had a client in China. That shit was wild. We could not talk regular way. It had this shit hit me up on the VPN. Okay. D Hectors, how do you distinguish between abundance living and extravagant living? It really depends on what you want. Let's go back to the money thing. This is a big reason a lot of people don't make a lot of money. They're scared to, because once you make X amount of money, you're one of those people. You know, you're disgustingly rich. When you have more resources than other people think that you took some from them. So if you want to live in a mansion, right? And you go out and you build a business or you do what you need to do to earn the money and you want to live in that mansion, and it's just you living in a 20,000 square foot mansion. In my opinion, that's perfectly cool. I don't think it's extravagant. If you worked for it, you earned it, do it. Now, people who don't have that are going to think it's too much, because it's too much for their minds to comprehend. Like, I can make way more money if I flipped a few things around and started doing some stuff, but that's not my main drive. My main drive is freedom. Get to do what I want to do. I work from home. I work with great people. I have fun every day. I get to sit here with you good folks and talk shit all the time. That's fun. That's mine. That's my wealth. But that's me. For someone else, this will be horribly inadequate. They're like, there ain't enough money. Fuck it. I would give up the 80, 90 hours a week to get that meal a month. That's what I'll do. That's just not me. So it isn't extravagant. There's no such thing as extravagant. If you earn it, you buy it, and you want it. It's only extravagant to people on the outside looking in, or if you're in your tribalism where you think it's extravagant and you're freaking out, that's on you. Tell me if you're a genuine model, with the sweetest girls like you. If you're handsome enough, that shit works everywhere. Project, I want to sell digital products and travel a lot. If that's what you want to do, man, do it. You're right about the Wi-Fi in other countries. I work with VAs other than India, and my money had gotten messed up because they couldn't complete the work in time due to internet issues. #damn. I haven't really researched that. A lot of this, and I'm gonna give you this book to read, because this is gonna help you. This is gonna clear up a lot of stuff for you. I don't look at what he's doing. I look at what he doesn't talk about. Let's see. All right. Everybody go to, let's see. I don't even think you have to go to Amazon to get it. But I'm going to use Amazon. Just Google it. You can probably get it in a lot of places. Get this book and start reading it. And read what he talks about and see what Trump does. It's classic. It's just classic. Get this book, because you see these principles all over the place. Let's look at what he's doing. All right. He's got a very rabid base of people, and the stuff he's doing is he's keeping his campaign promises. He's like, I want to do this, I'm going to do this, and he's doing it. So all that does is make his base stronger, and it pulls some people who were on the fence to his side. But the thing is, the big thing of creating these jobs that don't exist, that's the big hat trick. He can't do it. Yep, extravagant is very subjective. I see your point about earning the right to be extravagant. I think it's more offensive that the kids don't earn it and throw it around like they're better. Now, that is an issue because go back to the guy that I worked for. His father started the company. He's walking around like a peacock with his chest and shit out because he's lying like he did that shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah. Fred Trump is the dude. The Heterex. People get caught up with the drama while the real change will be done away from the spotlight, pretty much. All right, good thing, Kayla. I'm excited to read them. That's the whole ticket because, all right, ask yourself this. Why is the president of the United States on Twitter? Because he's the president of the United States, so people are going to go there and they're going to go, ooh, he said this, he did this, right? So it's like this. I'm going to show you this thing. And folks who've seen it before, let's see. Don't do it. Let me come up here. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to turn down the volume because this is what's going on. This right here. And when you see it, just watch. I'll chat a little bit. Instructions: count how many times the players, bounce the basketball. Now, keep watching the basketball. Count the times that they're bouncing it. See what they're doing. Keep counting. Keep going. Keep watching the basketball. All right, I'm going to stop it and come back. So what happened? All right, what happened in the video? Put it in the comments. The video, that part that just went by, what happened with the passing of the basketball? There's a bunch of people that didn't see the gorilla. And that's what's going on with Twitter. Twitter is the basketball. And while people are looking at that basketball, there can damn near be Bigfoot up in their fucking face about to slap them and they won't see it until it's too late. Yep. A lot of people do not see that gorilla. They're distracted by the basketball. I think like 2%. Yeah, I know. But there's a lot of people who didn't, but that's just a good point, to illustrate what's going on. Pretty much, Irvin. All right. So for those of you who never want to be broke, be sure to grab the Never Broke Action Pack. And be sure to share this video with people you care about. Subscribe, like, and comment. And I'm out.